Okay, here we go. Super fans in the house. Are you guys ready for the first game? All right, let's hear for the fans of Russia. Russia, make some noise. Can't hear you. All right, we got two fans over there. And the fans of UK. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is game time. Okay, UK fans, I want you to say it with me. When I say it is game time, y'all say game time as loud as you can, okay? All right, UK fans, I want you to go. Here we go. It is game time! Bravo. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have just couple of moments away from official kickoff for the first game here on day 3 of your women's preliminary beach soccer match between Russia and the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Here we go! Saying hello to my partner, Jude. Was having a terrific day. Jude, how you feeling? What's going on?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Jude.
How are you?
Side rather, they are effectively all English. It was England that qualified, but because England doesn't have a separate Olympic committee, it plays under the banner of Great Britain. Lots of press and publicity back home from the BBC and various other organisations promoting this competition. And a new training kit and playing kit for the England players as well. Supporting their, not just their country, but also their nation. Hannah Houghton is the Great Britain goalkeeper. Scored a stunning winner in the game against Paraguay. It was 4-4 until the goalkeeper got the winner to make it 5-4.
Game has 36 playing minutes. Divided into 3 periods. That's 12 per period.
Balls up towards HILLIER.
Break.
ZAITSEVA. CHERNIAKOVA, the number 8 for Russia, was their hero in the game against Paraguay. She's a football coach by profession. Scored a hat-trick, one of them being from the penalty spot to safely see Russia through to the semi-finals yesterday. Referees, by the way, Francisco Diozes and Sergio Gomez. Referee on each side of the pitch to keep an eye on things. It is very fast-moving as well, beach soccer. Clock stops when there's any significant stoppages as well, so you do get a full 12 minutes play per period pretty much. Here's CHERNIAKOVA. Komarova. No pace on the shot, comfortably gathered by Hannah Houghton. There's a goal for Portsmouth. So a lot of these players play the 11-a-side version of the game. First shot on goal from Great Britain, and it's not too far wide from Nadine BAZAN. Just falling backwards when she hit the shot, it was just off target. Komarova. There's BAZAN once again, shoulder to shoulder with IVASHKINA. Back once again to SILINA. Haven't seen too much of Viktoriia SILINA in the Russian goal. It's been AKYLBAEVA. That's been in goal predominantly for them. I think the goalkeeper's committed a foul here. The referee certainly spotted an infringement, so it will be a free kick to Great Britain on the halfway line. Free kicks go unopposed in beach football. And this is going to be Sarah KEMPSON, Beach Soccer Worldwide's Player of the Year back in 2017. Can she put Great Britain in front here? Good to see some of the British friends and family in the stands as well here Here comes KEMPSON against SILINA. Driven low off the back of the post. Great pace on the shot. Well, the free kick's gone Russia's way because it came back to Sarah KEMPSON off the post, but you're not allowed to touch the ball twice unless it touches another player. I thought that had come off a Russian before it got back to KEMPSON. Well, it's inconclusive from that, but certainly Sarah KEMPSON wasn't too happy with the decision, claiming it had come off the Russian. Now Russia have a free kick in an identical position, pretty much. Only established last year, the Russian women's beach soccer team. They beat Switzerland 8-6 in their opening international. This is IVASHKINA with the free kick. Driven low, awkward one for Hannah Houghton, just bounced in the sand, and already we've seen across the course of this competition, the ball can go anywhere when it hits the surface. Very tricky for goalkeepers. Long-range shot from Hannah Houghton, the goalkeeper. They scored against Paraguay and looking to test her opposite number once again, just wide of the post. KANAEVA back towards her own goal. Forward by BARRON. Here's Clark. Be a goal kick. So the coach was more than pleased with the way his side matched up physically to the USA in their game yesterday. Said that they were obviously a lot more physical in terms of their build, the USA players, but his side equipped themselves very well. That's pushed away by Houghton. Nobody reacted. Shaver. Good challenge by James. Played by BAZAN once again to keep the ball inside the Russian half. Back on comes CHERNIAKOVA. Rolling substitutes, don't forget, so players can be changed at any time. There's a foul throw by Nadine BAZAN. Blocked away by the knees of BAZAN. Katie James, Molly Clark and Gemma HILLIER were the heroes in qualifying, all scoring 3 goals apiece. England did lose their opening qualifier against the Czech Republic, but having beaten Spain on penalties 1-0, followed up with wins over Switzerland and Russia, beat them 4-3 in the qualifiers, playing them again here, and good save by SILINA. On the turn, Molly Clark. That's CHERNIAKOVA. That's taken a knock, will receive some treatment. 6:45 to go in the opening period. It's been fairly even so far. Just a lean in the back there from Wendy Martin. There wasn't too much in the challenge. Well, Spain came into this as a top-ranked side in women's European beach football. They were beaten by Russia in the last 2 European beach soccer finals, though. And this is a really open competition now. Once we get down to the semi-finals, we've got probably the 4 best teams in the competition have made it through. Great Britain, Russia, Spain and Brazil by virtue of their wins in the opening games. Mexico, Cape Verde, Paraguay and the USA, the sides playing, well, no further part after today. They have got a final group game against each other to salvage a little bit of pride. CHERNIAKOVA with a free kick. The player that's fouled takes the free kicks in. Beach soccer, unless it's a handball, but that's through to Hannah Houghton quite comfortably for the goalkeeper. HILLIER. Loop forward, it was too high though for Sarah KEMPSON. KEMPSON's throw guided on. Goalkeeper quickly off her line though, Viktoriia SILINA. Shaver. Up to the goalkeeper, pressure from HILLIER, did well, Shaver. Another shot goes wide. Well, Russia getting shots in on target from distance, but not really troubling Hannah Houghton at the moment. And short. Houghton clears long and clears well over the fencing at the far end behind Viktoriia SILINA's goal. They've had plenty of shots in both their games so far, Great Britain. There's BAZAN. Oh, she's adjudged to a foul. Shaver, though, thought she'd won the ball cleanly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
27 shots on goal against Paraguay, 36 against the USA for Perry Northeast side. The US goalkeepers between them made 16 saves in that game yesterday as Great Britain ran out 5-2 winners. Could have been a lot worse for the USA. So Shaver with a free kick. Just making that little tee almost to put the ball on. All the players have to stand out of the way of the ball. That's a poor effort though from Shaver.
And also watch out later on, we do have some questions for the fans.
Plays abroad quite a lot. Anastasia Gorshkova to give her a first name, or a full name rather, Shaver, as she wears on the back of her shirt.
Most importantly, we've got a lot of games. We are stacked with action results in our
There's James, caught in possession almost by IVASHKINA. There's the overhead kick, and that doesn't score, but it's turned in from close range by Nadine BAZAN for the opening goal of the game. And Great Britain take the lead. So with 4:48 left on the clock in the opening period, Great Britain get themselves in front. And it is Nadine BAZAN's first goal of these championships.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hit it! Hey, I want you to hands up, come on! Hands up!
So Russia can quite easily try a shot straight from the kick-off. That's well saved by Hannah Houghton. They always put a player on the line. Hannah Shaw was the player back helping the goalkeeper out. Chipped back by KEMPSON, the captain. Now Houghton.
And the score is 1-0. Here goes the
KEMPSON still going, KEMPSON still going! And makes it 2-0. And 2 goals in quick succession for Great Britain. And it's the captain, Sarah KEMPSON, this time, who ran unchallenged to beat SILINA. And things getting even better here for Perry Northeast side early in the first period.
Just like that, score now is 2-0 in favor of the British team. 2-0.
Good effort. Waltzed their way through the Russian defenders, relatively unchallenged, and beat SILINA. No real chance for the goalkeeper once she got that close. Credit to Nadine BAZAN, though, for the overhead kick in the first place that saw the ball run through. Again, Russia going for goal straight from the kickoff, but have given the ball away. This is Martin. Fires just wide. Well, Great Britain are really lifted by those 2 goals early on here. Still over 4 minutes to go in the first period. HILLIER. KEMPSON again. Oh, right across the face of goal and just wide. Well, Russia very much being put to the sword at the moment by Great Britain. Not too much SILINA could do with either of the goals, to be fair. Here's KHUTORNAIA. AKYLBAEVA. Still going, KANAEVA. Straight into Hannah Houghton. Well, the goalkeeper's come a long way out as they come over the line. has. It's another goal for Great Britain. Well, the goalkeeper sent a real rush of blood to the head there. Selina's gone racing out. She's completely missed it. And HILLIER, from the narrowest of angles, has used the contours of the sand to roll that one in.
Official score now is
3-0.
Viewing fans in house.
Well, Gemma HILLIER did really well here.
You want some more music?
Just followed the sand across the line. You can see the ball clearly over the line. Former gymnast Gemma HILLIER, she's always dreamed of playing in a World Cup or an Olympics. Well, this is the World Beach Games. This is as close as it gets for women's beach football at the moment. Here's CHERNIAKOVA.
And we got a whistle.
I think we're going to have a restart here. Well, it's just out of the reach of CHERNIAKOVA. It allowed Molly Clark to close down. These players know each other really well. So most of them have been together at Portsmouth at some point under Perry North East. Same Molly Clark, who had the ball a moment or so ago, a bit of a joker in the pack. Sarah KEMPSON as well likes to be a bit of a practical joker as well. It's a really good team group, although he was quick to emphasise that a lot of these women's teams have been together. It's not like the 11-a-side game where players move on from side to side. These players tend to be fairly static in their appearances for the national team. Bowled out again by Hannah Horton, headed back across. Selina gathers. Molly Clark just needed to get a little bit more pace on that header. Inside by Katie James, gets it back from BARRON. This is good running from James. BARRON and Clark in the centre, goes for the overhead. It's too high this time. It's a technique you'll see used a lot in beach football. The ball does spend a lot of time in the air, as you can imagine.
Okay, time now 2-15.
Russia getting a rare shot in on goal. PETROVA
Going
wide of the target though.
Here's 3 now.
Martin, off the post.
Let's see what happens here.
Well, England, Great Britain rather, so close to a fourth goal. Brilliant touch, just got the ball out of her feet, bent it round towards the side of Selina, but it just came back off the post. Very unfortunate. It's been a good first period for Great Britain. 1:18 to go.
1 minute and 12 seconds. First goalkeeper, number 16, and that is Viktoriia SILINA.
Shave up. All the way across by the captain, but once again, comes to nothing.
Team captain, that's number 7. Sarah was the captain, and here goes Duke now.
Bowled out by Hannah Horton towards Martin. Given away though, CHERNIAKOVA. She's the danger. That's well blocked. Again, it's very difficult to scout some of these teams that you're not too familiar with. I'm sure that Great Britain would have had someone watching Russia's game yesterday and identified that CHERNIAKOVA was the key player for Russia with that hat-trick against Cape Verde, against Paraguay rather. Almost fell for PETROVA. Shave up. Again, the angle wasn't really there for the shot from the Russian captain, and comfortably wide. Some of the friends and family of the British players looking on. Here's another chance. BAZAN. Oh, right back across goal. She knew the challenge was coming as the hooter goes for the end of the first period, and a very good period for Great Britain. Nadine BAZAN, Sarah KEMPSON, and Gemma Hillier with the goals all coming very quickly. Ilya Leonov knows he's got work to do here to get his side back into this one, but at the end of the first 12 minutes, Great Britain lead the Russian Federation by 3 goals to 0.
Let's go, come on, hey! Oh, yes sir, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, wave your flag! Hey! Come on! That's right, man, come on now. Okay. Keep on dancing, because I know you're having a good time. That's right, don't be shy. Welcome to the Katara Beach. How about you two fans in the far corner over there? Stand up, come on. Be proud. Nice shot. Hey. I'm giving a prize to the best dancer. So if you're good at dancing, you gotta show it to us. And how about these young kids? Go Team GB. Oh, that's right.
Well, there's no question that GB are the more supported team here. So it is, well, 20 past 3 in the afternoon, so quite early. We are expecting the venue to fill up again a little bit later, as it did yesterday. Everybody back to work in Qatar on a Sunday. Once work and school's finished, I'm sure we'll have a few more supporters here for some great games later, just to whet your appetite for what's coming up here on the main pitch. Iran against Paraguay in the men coming next. Spain against Brazil in the women's competition to decide the destination of the semi-finalists. The winner of that will play the winner of this one. Italy against Spain in the men's. It is winner-take-all in these men's games because they're level on points at the top of their group. Brazil against Switzerland. They've also got 100% record so far. And then the final game is Russia against Japan, also with a 100% record. The only game really group with anything riding on it is the Iran, Paraguay, Senegal, Ukraine group, which is really open. Iran top with 4, Senegal and Paraguay with 3 points each. Ukraine, they're the only team in the group that can't make it through to the semi-finals. That will be tense. It's all coming up later on day 3 here at Katara Beach. But for now, it's the women's final group game in Group B between Great Britain and Russia, with Great Britain leading by 3 goals to 0 after the first 12 minutes.
All right, here we go, almost back to the game. I'm thinking I should go down.
So Great Britain will get us underway for the second period.
Yeah? I want all of us. That's 5 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we'll do something next break. Here we go.
Changing goal for Great Britain at the start of the in fact, it's a change of shirt for Hannah Houghton. I think her red shirt was a little bit too close to the Russian player, so she's now adopted a blue goalkeeping jersey. Early shot from the kickoff from Molly Clark. Thought that had taken a deflection off a Russian, actually. I think Perry North East thought the same as well, but only went for a goal kick. Well, they have changed goalkeepers, Russia. AKYLBAEVA comes on. There's Petrova. Working her way around. Good save by Hannah Houghton. Hasn't had too many saves to make so far. Russia need to do what happened to them in the game against Paraguay. They were 3 up before Paraguay battled back to make it 3-3. Scored 2 goals in the final period, both from CHERNIAKOVA, but they were pushed all the way by Paraguay. Now it's the Russians that have to come from 3 down here if they're to finish top of the group. They will be in the semi-finals, don't forget. They've already qualified with Great Britain. I keep saying England because they did qualify as England, but they are Great Britain here. So they will be playing in the semi-finals tomorrow, but will it be Brazil or will it be Spain that they face for a place in the final? Clark. CHERNIAKOVA battling away. Clark's done well just to hold the ball up in the corner. She's got support from James if she needs it, which she does. Charged down by Sheva. Well, the Russians come away with the ball. She's hauled down by Katie James, and there's going to be a yellow card for Katie James. So the first yellow card of the game. Well, that's the second yellow card for Katie James.
Also, watch out for the screen, okay? Because
means that she will miss the semi-final.
And if you do, there's only one thing you got to do, and that's the dance.
One of the many Portsmouth players in the side, Katie James. You could see that. I think the coach just told her, you're out of the semi-final. Russia have a free kick. Sheva over the ball against Hannah Houghton. Oh, good save. Pushed back into play there by Houghton, followed up by ZAITSEVA off the crossbar. Chance for Russia and converted by Anna Petrova. So Russia have got themselves back into the match. Great Britain really should have cleared but didn't. And the Russians have made them pay, and they've got their first goal of the game, and they're back in the match. So Great Britain will have to kick off once again, but Russia now just buoyed by that breakthrough here at the start of the second period. Still inside the opening 2 minutes of the second period.
Okay, do we have more Russian fans in the house?
KEMPSON way over the top and out of the stadium. That one, that's on the beach at the back of the stadium. AKYLBAEVA bowls out quickly.
And do we have more fans from the UK?
AKYLBAEVA was kept very busy in the previous 2 matches. She made some very good saves as well. Sheva still going forward here. Still going Sheva. Now HILLIER. Good running, just nudged off the ball. Referee says no foul. Just seemed to be nudged off the ball there by Sheva. And similarly at the other end, Hannah Short just muscles Petrova out the way. So at least the officials are consistent, giving either as a foul, or neither as a foul rather. There's CHERNIAKOVA. Can't give her any space in front of goal, that's for sure. Good header by KEMPSON, good save by the Russian goalkeeper. And then bowled out quickly to Petrova. Solid challenge by Wendy Martin. 8 seasons at Tottenham, Wendy Martin. Retired from the 11-a-side game in the summer. But happy to play beach football. 168 games, 89 goals for Tottenham during her 11-a-side career. Here's Hannah Short. Flicked towards HILLIER. Might come here for Martin. And scores! Bottom corner. Wendy Martin restores the 3-goal cushion. Placed out of the reach of AKYLBAEVA. Great Britain get the goal. Really well placed into the bottom corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Just out of reach. And Wendy Martin, who scored 2 against the USA, has 1 against Russia to add to that. KHUTORNAIA fires a shot across goal, nobody closing in, able to try and get a touch on it. It's a Russian corner, I think.
Okay, later on, don't forget, after this game at 4:30,
we take it by Komarova, IVASHKINA. Oh, good ball forward. Here's a chance for Katie James. Oh dear. It's toe poked wide. The goalkeeper closed her down. Just lifted the ball, but lifted it well wide, Katie James. Obviously still disappointed about the fact she will miss the semi-final due to that yellow card she picked up a few moments ago. Oh, it's off the crossbar this time from IVASHKINA. Russia starting to try and make a fight of this. Komarova. comfortable for Hannah Horton. Clark. That comes off Katie James. Ball back with AKYLBAEVA. Back passes are allowed, of course, in beach football, so they can pick the ball up. Well, given away to James. Great Britain have shown how clinical they can be in front of goal. The last thing Russia would want to do is give them any chances in front of goal. This is Horton. Closed down by KANAEVA. 6:53 to go in the second period. Great Britain leading by 4 goals to 1. Down the line by IVASHKINA. Here's BAZAN. Just turning on a little bit of pace. Caught IVASHKINA, I think. Yes, she did. Free kick given to Russia.
Other subs we got for tonight. After this game at 4:30, we got Iran, Paraguay, events. At 6 p.m. once, we got Spain, Brazil. At 7:30, and once again.
So it's a long way from goal. It'll take something a bit special to beat Hannah Horton from here.
The last game at 10:30 p.m. We're going to have Russia versus Japan.
Elena IVASHKINA. It will be to take the free kick, the player that was fouled. She's opted to go for a short one this time, but that's not worked for Russia. Horton charged off her line. The dramatic music wasn't needed on that occasion. Shiva chasing down HILLIER, who just taps it back to the goalkeeper. Great Britain very much in control of things at the moment.
Substitution coming up for Russia, number 17 out.
It's another free kick to Russia. Infringement with the back pass, so Shiva with a chance to try and get Russia further back into the match. I'm sure she'll try a look from here. She comes, Shiva, bobbles one wide.
Okay, 4-1,
What a great effort.
Russian fans, where are you at? Come on,
Hasn't scored yet in the competition, the captain, so looking for her first goal. It's a good chance for her. Miss PETROVA.
We got one. UK!
Shiva. Goalwards, off the top of the crossbar. Hannah Horton was struggling to get across to that one. Couldn't quite dip enough to go under the bar.
What's going on? What do you think about the game? What are your comments on it? What are your comments about the game?
Great Britain throw. That's a kick in this time from HILLIER. Do have the option to throw or kick. That was almost as good as a corner. That'll be a foul. That's a foul against Hannah Short, who gets a yellow card. So that means Hannah Short's out of the semi-final as well. So she was booked earlier on in the tournament, a second yellow card for her. So 2 key players will be missing for Great Britain in the semi-final. Perry Northeast just querying the decision. It looked as if Hannah Short had been fouled rather than the other way around, and I have to say that is a harsh yellow card. It's given Russia another free kick, which Shiva will take. Perry Northeast just querying with the officials on the sideline, but the decision stands. Shiva gets one on target this time. Punched away by Hannah Horton and punched all the way back to AKYLBAEVA. Another yellow card here for Gemma HILLIER. Well, she tried to charge down the kick. It's been given as a deliberate handball, I think, against Gemma HILLIER. Well, 3 yellow cards in quick succession. Gemma HILLIER hadn't been booked previously. So another free kick to Russia. Shiva and Cherniakova just discussing things. It will be Shiva once again. And again, she's driven it wide of the target. Balled out by HAUGHTON. Cherniakova's header. ZAITSEVA. James. Back to HAUGHTON. It's lobbed out of play by HAUGHTON. So he scored that dramatic winner against Paraguay. It was 4-4 when she fired one home to secure the points in the opening game of the tournament for Great Britain. In 2014, Great Britain played their first, or England played their first Beach Soccer International, beaten 6-2 by Switzerland. It's their biggest defeat to date.
All right, for my dancing fans, you guys ready?
Certainly,
That's right.
semi-final will be a different prospect now that they're going to be missing 2 key players. Here's Shiva, trying to get the Russia further back into it, but over the top this time. She cannot hit the target at the moment, Shiva. That must be a 5th or 6th shot she's had on goal, and I think she's only troubled Hannah HAUGHTON the once. .338 to go in the second period. Great Britain leading by 4-1. It's Komarova. AKYLBAEVA. All right in front of goal. Good save by HAUGHTON. James looking for BAZAN. Clark tries a look from a long way out off the crossbar from Molly Clark. Great Britain going close once again. Katie James. Shiva just gets in front of her to win the ball back for Russia. Into KANAEVA. Good defending again by Great Britain. They're really strong at the back. Been decisive in front of goal so far as well. HAUGHTON lobs one goalwards again, and only just too high this time for the goalkeeper. Have played England on 2 previous occasions, 1 win and 1 defeat for the Russians previously. Finished 4th in qualifying, the Russians behind England, Spain and Switzerland. UEFA were originally offered just 2 places, but Switzerland declined to attend. It was increased to 3. Switzerland declined to attend, so Russia decided to step in. Hannah HAUGHTON goes for goal once again, through to AKYLBAEVA. Is Komarova, nicked away by Sarah KEMPSON. Right in the tackle as well, the England captain. Just runs the ball out of play though. Win would keep alive Great Britain's 100% record. From KHUTORNAIA, blocked in front of goal. Back to IVASHKINA, by IVASHKINA rather. Oh, just took her right off the ball there. KHUTORNAIA. KANAEVA. Another long-range England shot, Great Britain shot. They lead by 4-1. We're into the final minutes of the second period. Spain or Brazil awaiting in the semi-finals for these teams. Just away by the goalkeeper before KEMPSON could close down. KEMPSON again. Didn't get a foot around the ball enough to get the shot on target. There's a Russian player down injured. It's IVASHKINA, I think, that's going to need a bit of treatment. It is IVASHKINA, in fact. No foul that time by the referees. And just a collision with Wendy Martin. Just caught her in the face, I think, with that follow-through. No malice in it from the British girl. Well, Great Britain went into a 3-0 lead. BAZAN, KEMPSON and HILLIER with the goals. Russia pulled one back through PETROVA. But almost immediately, Wendy Martin restored the 3-goal cushion, which is where we are at the moment, approaching the end of the second period.
Yeah. Anybody else work on it? You work on it? Yeah, where are the kids?
Lobbed forward by KHUTORNAIA. Into the corner though, and out of play for a British throw. This would go a long way. Any good performance here for Great Britain would go a long way to putting beach football on the map. Very North East looking to establish a national league in England. As the hooter goes for the end of the second period. Well, it's a little bit more nip and tuck in that period. The two key moments really were the yellow cards for Katie James and for Hannah Short, which means they'll both miss the semi-final. Petrova pulled a goal back for Russia. Martin increased, or restored the 3-goal cushion rather. And at the end of the second period, it's Great Britain 4, Russia 1.
Okay, now we're going to see your standing, okay? So, you check right tank. Let's pop the music up. Here we go. Let's do the dance hands. Oh, shake it. Oh, hey. Hey. Hey, how you feeling? Good. Hey, come on. Let's go. Let's start. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. You can make some noise. Hey. Are you having fun? You okay? You step. Really? Okay, how you feeling, Elena? Great. Okay, what other steps you got? You got another step? Come on, show us what you got. Oh, let's go. Hey, quick hand, make some noise. What's your name? All right, Richard, how you doing today? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Richard, show us some steps now. Come on, yeah. Hey. 4.2. Okay, stop, come. Hey, okay, everybody, turn around. Hey. Okay, now, we're gonna move side to side, go. 3, 2, that side, go. Hey, come on, keep going. Hey, right.
So the two captains just flipping a coin, as they do at the start of the third period. Chance to choose if you've got a preferred end. I mean, there's not too much in it here. Probably a little bit down to the goalkeepers. Well, the sun has gone quite low. It's a little bit of light cloud around at the moment, just keeping the sun out of reach. But obviously, as it gets lower, the stands tend to protect things here anyway. Russia need to come up with a pretty monumental effort in this final period to turn this one around. It's the inaugural edition of the ANOC Beach Games. We're live from Katara Beach in Doha, Qatar. Don't forget, if you're following the games from afar, you can download the app AWBG 2019 on either Apple or Android, and that will give you all the details you need about all the different sports, all the results, and the all-important medals table, which I can tell you Spain top that at the moment with 4 medals, 4 golds. Italy have 2 golds and a silver, and Belarus have 1 of each, so they've got 3 medals as well. Long way to go, though. 350 medals up for grabs over the week of this tournament. Russia got us underway for the third period. Appeals for handball by Shiva. Not given, though. Would it be bowled out by Anna Horton? So there are no draws, don't forget, in beach football. If Russia were to battle back, we could potentially have extra time and penalties. We saw a thrilling game between Iran and Senegal in the men's yesterday. Lots more action to come over the next, well, the rest of today. This is the first game of today. Another 5 games here, 5 games on the adjacent pitch, and then semi-finals and medal matches coming up on Wednesday. Packed schedule. It's given away cheaply. Here's HILLIER. Russia have replaced AKYLBAEVA with Viktoriia SILINA, so they've got the keeper back in that they started the game with for the first period. CHERNIAKOVA. Balled out by HAUGHTON. And that pace is, or out of the reach rather, of KEMPSON. CHERNIAKOVA. Short. Goalkeeper's come a long way out here. She was outside her area, so couldn't handle, had to stab the ball away. Cleared away by Wendy Martin. Shiva. Then off ZAITSEVA, I think her own player in front of goal. HILLIER away as far as CHERNIAKOVA. BAZAN. Oh, good effort. Well, SILINA diving across, wasn't sure where that one was going. It went just wide in the end. Really good effort from Nadine BAZAN, who scored the opening goal for England. Well, Great Britain. I keep saying England because they qualified as England, but they are wearing the Great Britain badge here. It is an Olympic event. James. BARRON. Back to HAUGHTON.
Okay, thank you once again to the UK fans for being such a great support. Appreciate it. You guys scream! That was a good three.
Great Britain going for the kick-in rather than the throw-in this time, off the head of Shiva. And again, a long way out was KANAEVA.
She's the captain of the exercise session.
Rebecca BARRON. Tussling away. Once banned from playing from a boys' team. Rebecca BARRON, back in her early days when some clubs allow mixed, but to a certain age. KANAEVA scored in both games so far for Russia. Blocked by the knees of Anna Horton. Oh, stab goalwards. And just kept out on the line by Horton to prevent an own goal.
30. No. Okay.
This curl goal was by IVASHKINA, but the clock ticking away from Russia. Just over 8 minutes to go in the match. Hannah Short. By KEMPSON, away by KANAEVA. Stayed in play, goes out of KANAEVA. Great Britain will be just happy to keep possession of the ball, and if they could get another couple of goals, or at least another goal, it would take the pressure off. There's no real pressure on them from Russia at the moment. KEMPSON shot blocked. Clark went for the overhead, over that bottom corner, good save. In fact, it wasn't a save, it went wide. I thought that was a save by SILINA. Went wide. And here come Russia. Oh dear. It's a KHUTORNAIA slicing that one horribly over the bar. Well, I thought that from the overhead was a save by the Russian goalkeeper SILINA. Just off the outside of the post, in fact. So Molly Clark inches away from a 5th Great British goal.
How about Paraguay? They're on their way. Russian fans in the house? Where are you? Russian fans, make some noise! Hands it up!
Now, Russia just making 1 or 2 unforced errors at the moment. So put out a play cheaply to give the ball back to Great Britain. There's Molly Clark.
Beach soccer fans are the best
Short.
fans in the world. You guys agree? You're the best sports fans in the world.
Morton.
And right here, right now,
KEMPSON.
at the Beach Soccer
HILLIER.
Arena.
Gets the ball out of her feet. Oh, long goalwards off the bar. And back into the arms of SILINA. Well, she did really well there. Gemma HILLIER dug that one out of her feet, managed to get a little lob. Not for the first time. Great Britain have hit the woodwork. Shiva. KHUTORNAIA. SILINA trying a look as goalkeepers do. No luck on that occasion though. KEMPSON. Nicked away from her by ZAITSEVA. Needs to make sure she doesn't foul and give an unnecessary free kick away. Blocked by Short. And again away by Short for a throw into Russia. Substitutes continuing as you see. Russia changing their goalkeeper as well. AKYLBAEVA coming back on. Sit back from Shiva. Great Britain do have another goalkeeper in their ranks, Charlotte Haynes, but Hannah Houghton tends to be the #1 keeper. She's played every minute of the match so far. Short. Oh, wins the ball back off Shiva, but gives away the free kick. So a Russian free kick just inside their own half. So Hannah Houghton waits. Shiva's not had too much luck with the free kick so far. Can she make this one count? Shiva against Houghton. And again, Shiva fires it wide. BARRON. Headed out by Petrova.
Time now is 4:50.
Nadine BAZAN with a throw. Great Britain looking to see this one out now. Less than 5 minutes to go. It's well played by James. Nice ball as well to BAZAN. First time ball into the centre, looking for Gemma HILLIER. Well, Rebecca BARRON rather. Petrova, good tackle by James. Now there's 2 against 1. Here's BARRON. BAZAN, Russia getting players back now. Shiva's done well though. Stood her ground. She was the only defender back at that point. BAZAN. A long-range shot from Katie James. Looking to go out on a bit of a high. Whatever happens, these teams will have at least 2 more games to play. They are through to the semi-finals. The losers of the semi-finals will contest a 3rd and 4th place match for the bronze medal. So while Katie James will be banned for the next match, she would get a chance to play in whichever match England play. They would hope to win their semi-final, of course, and get through to the gold medal match, which is a fantastic achievement if they could make it. Russia will be disappointed they've not threatened more in the game so far. That was Hannah Short with a fairly tame shot to AKYLBAEVA. IVASHKINA. KANAEVA. Clark. Komarova. Went back by KEMPSON. Now England on the break, Great Britain on the break once again. KEMPSON fires just over. Shiva. Fires over the top once again. The Russian captain. Well, she's had a number of shots. So I think she's only troubled the goalkeeper a couple of times. Hannah Horton's dealt with everything that has been thrown her way by the Russians so far, apart from that one goal from Petrova. KEMPSON. Flick towards goal. We're approaching the final 2 minutes of the match. Great Britain still leading by 4 goals to 1. It's a long time since we last had a goal in the second period. AKYLBAEVA. Gemma HILLIER just come back on, straight to the goalkeeper, might get a second chance here. Went for the overhead, took a deflection off IVASHKINA. And through comfortably to AKYLBAEVA. Another good save by Hannah Horton from Elena IVASHKINA. Well, chances coming at either end in the final stages of the match. Hannah Horton dives in at the feet of Komarova, bowls out to Katie James. HILLIER. Thought she should have had a corner, but it's only gone for a goal kick, which will be taken by AKYLBAEVA. Punched away by Horton. Well, the rolling substitutes keep coming late on in the game. Great Britain will find out their semi-final opponents a little bit later on. Spain against Brazil coming up at 6 o'clock local time in a couple of hours from now. I'm sure they'll be sticking around to watch that and eye up their potential opponents. 30 seconds to go. CHERNIAKOVA. Haven't seen too much of her today after she was the standout performer yesterday against Paraguay. Good play by Rebecca BARRON. Hannah Horton comes out a goal. He's fouled by ZAITSEVA. And we've got 20 seconds left on the clock. And Great Britain have done a very professional job here to see themselves through to the semi-finals. So Hannah Horton goes for goal, but well, it's wide as stayed in fact. There's always the danger on sand, the ball can bobble around and stay in. Headed away by Martin. Shiva. Back to AKYLBAEVA. Lob goalwards, one last chance from the Russians, goes wide as the hooter goes for the end of the game. And Great Britain are into the semi-finals with a 100% record. They top the group. Russia have to be content with second place. Paraguay and USA bringing up the rear of Group B. But great.